Welcome to a seat at the table.
First episode.
And we are so glad to have you guys here with us. Now, this is a podcast of 5 young women of color discussing relevant, trendy topics in hopes to raise awareness and provide thoughtful insight to real-life issues. Now, we might make you laugh, we might make you cry, but most of all, we're here to educate, inspire, and empower young men and women all over. So how we're going to do it today is we're going to have introductions just so you guys can get to know us a little bit. We'll have some current news with CeCe, game time with Jazz. Our episode topic will be relationships, table tea talk. It will also do Black business shout outs, and we'll do a quote of our podcast. Now let's get into these introductions.
Hi, what's up, guys? My name is CeCe, aka Chef Caesar. What's up? I'm 25 years old. Currently, I'm working on hosting culinary classes in the city, as well as opening a kitchen in Deerfield. I'm really excited about hosting this podcast and letting you all get to know me. You'll love me. Period.
Period.
Hey guys, my name is Kristina. I am a young 24-year-old mom to my wonderful and amazing son who is 3 years old. I am also happily taken for 7 years now and counting. All you ladies are going to be in my wedding, okay?
All right.
I'm also Libra. I was born in October. For a long time now, I had so many dreams, but I kind of just had to put that away. I'm happy to announce that your girl finally took the step to go after my passion to become a financial advisor. And I will be starting school in late August. So your girl is a college student.
Hey!
I'm definitely very excited. So, and I have you guys as my support.
Okay.
Good luck, girl. You got this.
Thanks.
So, hey, everybody. I'm T. I'm 24 years old. I'm originally from Rogers Park, but I moved around a lot, so I'm very well cultured. I enjoy dancing, poetry. I like to meditate. I love traveling, and I enjoy doing my makeup. I am Jamaican. I have 2 brothers. I'm the only girl. I have no kids, no man, and it's going to take somebody really special to change that.
Period.
I am a school social worker. I work with special ed kids, and that's something that I really love and enjoy, and that's definitely my passion. And I know that I will bring some spice, compassion, and rawness to this podcast, and I'm super excited to get to know you guys.
Okay.
Right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Nye. I'm 23 years old, recent graduate of the illustrious Howard University.
H.U., you know.
where I obtained my master's in accounting. I'm passionate about leveraging tax credits to aid affordable housing development. I love music. I love shopping. Off first impression, 99% of the people that I meet say that I'm very rude, but 87% of those people now love me to death. So I'm pretty poppin'. My goal is to be in a position where I can give back to the culture, and that's just that.
All right. What it do, baby?
Gotta do the most.
I knew that Sierra and Sierra were gonna have me for that, but I had to do it.
I didn't know what it was going to be.
I had to do it.
Warned us.
Right.
Okay, it's okay. As you can see, I'm very goofy, but my name is Jasmine. I'm 24. I'm a Capricorn. Even though I'm goofy, yeah, I'm a Capricorn too. So, Cap's in the building. As you can see, I'm super goofy, but I'm also passionate about a lot of things. One of the things I'm really passionate about is the people of diaspora. I do a lot of independent research on that, so we'll definitely be getting into that in our podcast as well. I'm a quote-unquote baby entrepreneur of the group. I say quotes because they told me to say that. I don't really consider myself to be an entrepreneur just yet.
You're an entrepreneur.
You know what? I'm in my bag.
She's a whole ass businesswoman. Don't let her fool you.
I'm in my bag, you know, but I do also work with kids, so I'm going to keep it PG-13 because these kids be finding me, okay? Like, they find me on my social media and stuff like that, so I got to, keep it clean. Okay. I know, right? I also will consider myself to be a creative. I love everything artsy, from music, theater, and then like physical art and poetry as well, and I dabble in that. Also am the one that had this quote-unquote idea for the podcast. I say that very loosely because once I introduced this to the girls, why you smacking your lip, girl?
Because you had the idea for the podcast.
You told me to say it.
Because you had it.
We went over the introduction and they was like, say you're creative. Say you had the idea. But I want to say that even though I am like the person that thought about it, once I introduced this to these girls, it became like their baby too. So we definitely like make every decision together. We've known each other for a very long time, and like we're super passionate about this, and we really wanted to be successful and great. Like CeCe, she's my sister. So I unfortunately have known her all my life. But these other girls, like we've known each other through high school, and then I did have some time with Jania at HU too. I didn't graduate, She got her master's and all that 3.9 GPA, she graduated with. But yeah.
Okay, y'all. So let's get into keeping it current with CeCe.
CeCe.
What's the news, girl? What's the news?
All right, so first things first, we're going to talk about Evanston, Illinois' reparations housing program. Previously, the grant was capped at $10,000. In their city council meeting July 10th, Alderman Simmons said that she would raise it to $25,000 max, probably based off of family size and income, and it will probably be treated as a forgivable loan if you occupy the home for 5 to 10 years. But it is available for single family units, multi-family units, 2 to 4 unit buildings. So you could live there and then have somebody else live there, still get paid. They're also thinking about creating a school or opening a school. Family Focus used to be right across from Fleetwood. Me personally, I don't think it's necessary, but we'll get into that at a later date. In other worldly news, Megan Thee Stallion got shot in the foot.
Who shot
That's
Meg?
not funny, but
Who shot Meg?
it's unfortunate. But thank God it wasn't her niece, because she probably would have been out of business.
Not the niece. Can y'all imagine that? Like she got the guy like, not the niece.
No,
Don't take the niece.
my leg. So they said Tory Lanez did it. Jania knows more about that than I do.
The shade room talking. I don't know if Tory Lanez did it, but I feel like if he did it, I will be a little hurt because, I'm a slight Tory Lanez fan, don't.
You're not a fan at
You're
all.
not a fan, bro.
It's okay. I'm not either.
She's out of pocket.
But it will be fucked up because he is a black man.
I mean,
That assaulted another black woman.
I mean, there's definitely more to the story. We don't have anything confirmed. If it's not from the horse's mouth, the stallie's mouth, I don't really know. But
Period.
I think that, I'm just glad Megan is okay and that it was something minor and she's not,
And I'm glad that she said that she'll make a full recovery, and that's a blessing. Because a lot of people get shot, and it's either fatally or they don't come back from it. So she is truly blessed, and we're glad that she's okay.
Yeah. Any more news, CeCe?
No, that's it. Oh. No, that's it. That's all.
All right. Thanks, CeCe.
Thanks for listening. Come again.
We're going to get into Lose Your Seat with Jazz, so our game section.
Alrighty. So, Lose Your Seat is the segment where we introduce the topic, which is relationship, but we introduce it with a little game before. So, what I did was I asked these ladies to send me anonymous statements, and this is very anonymous. I don't know who sent it. We're using an app that it just sends a message to me. I don't know who it is. I really don't know. And basically, these statements just have to be honest to us and relate to the topic, but they could be funny, they could be humiliating, they could be something that they're passionate about, anything, as long as it pertains to the topic and that it is true for us. Let me say this, though. One of these, I don't think somebody followed directions. Just gonna say this. So, but we'll get there. When we get to that point, I'll definitely speak on it. First one, I'm sorry. So the objective of the game is we don't know who said what, so I'll read it out, and then we all have to guess who that person is. All right, so y'all ready for the first one? And nobody knows. Kristina kind of knows, but she won't know next time, y'all. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
All right. So this person says that if there's no conversation about becoming boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all not together.
Period.
For sure.
If you don't ask me to be your girlfriend, then
that's a fact.
Exactly. But I don't ask guys to be my boyfriend. That's not my thing. If you want me, you'll make it known that you want me. Period.
I think this was
I mean-
Jania.
But
But don't say if it was you. At the end, we will reveal who said what.
I think that just on that statement, which I agree with, I think, and I don't ask dudes to be my boyfriend because no.
That's fine.
I think that, but you were like, it's going to be clear as day if you want me.
Yeah,
But I think that some men think like that and they think that, like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm showing you.
Because guys actually think liking a picture on Instagram is a flirt. It's like, no, boy.
No.
Hop in my DMs.
But even...
I think to add to what T was kind of saying, my bad for cutting you off, but like, people, I know they say actions speak louder than words, but at the same time, some conversation needs to be had because you can't sit here and go off of actions and then you think that you're exclusive with somebody and then you're not. So it'll be a little awkward. So I kind of agree with that statement.
What kills me is when dudes say what's understood doesn't have to be explained. No, it needs to be explained clear as day. I'm your girlfriend. I'm your girlfriend. It's just me and you. We're together and that's it and we're exclusive. Like, that needs to be explained to me. I don't understand anything.
Forget you against the world.
Right. Forget what it looks like. What is it? So.
What is it?
And tell me what it is.
And then I don't really feel comfortable. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's me thinking like traditional, but I don't really feel comfortable like saying that, having that title unless the man has announced it. Like, you're my girlfriend.
Because that's just how it is. That's how it's supposed to be.
Or ask me.
Right.
You quiet over here. I don't know. Maybe. So who do y'all think said it? I think it was Jania.
I think Jania said
I think Jania said it too.
Jania or
okay,
Tara.
don't say if you said it. All right.
Wait, that's letter A.
That's the first one. So this person said, I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not mentally ready.
Wow.
Deep.
That's deep, though.
Wait, I have a question. Did you send in a statement?
I definitely did.
Okay, so I feel like that's you.
Yes.
But I feel like we already talked about that kind of.
Okay.
I know we wasn't supposed to admit if we said it or not.
No one did it.
No one
I
did
just
it.
said that she sent one in.
Oh, I thought you said it was you.
I did not say that.
I said I think it's Jasmine. T thinks it's Jasmine.
Yeah. I think it's Jasmine.
Because you
Yeah,
said
Okay, can we talk about it?
Of course.
Oh, y'all don't want to talk about
Say
it?
it again. Say it again.
It says this person, because I'm not confirming or denying.
Girl.
It says I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not mentally ready.
Yeah, I mean,
That's deep.
I think it's Jasmine.
your mindset has to be in the right place in order to be in a relationship. Just as if like you just got out of a relationship and you're going through some things and you still have issues to deal with from your previous relationship, insecurities, doubts, whatever it may be. You just have to be mentally prepared to be in a relationship because it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of communication. You have to be comfortable enough to be vulnerable with that person. And that is mental. Sometimes some people don't want to be vulnerable because of how they've been treated before in a past relationship. And that lingers on to the next.
I agree
I think that even more than a past relationship, sometimes, unfortunately, some of us have a lot of trauma from our family.
Yeah.
Our parents, our experience growing up. So you can be on the surface an amazing person. Like, you have the qualities to be an amazing, partner, mother. But sometimes you have internal issues that you might not even realize that you have. But then you get in a relationship and it's like
it all comes
that
out.
person points it out, or like you notice them, and it's like, dang, I need to work on myself a little more before I can involve someone else. Because I need to love myself more before I can love someone else.
Maybe Jania said it then.
And that's the thing is that you have to, if you don't love yourself, nobody can love you. And like,
Period.
I feel like just speaking out personal experience, if I didn't take that time to heal myself and rebuild myself and fall back in love with myself, I wouldn't be prepared to date. I'd be in so many situationships and it just be toxic overall. Like I don't even know how to take real healthy love because I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, I'm always in situationships.
Okay.
Sooner or later, it's gonna end.
So I just counted. So I think the person did make a mistake here because I did get a new one in 3 hours ago, and we've been trying to work on this podcast for like 4 hours, 4.5. So
we want the blooper. We want the original.
Okay, so the blooper, the original one was where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, I used to cry. Okay, I'm gonna say it, but then I want to explain something.
Okay.
So it said I used to cry because my breasts wouldn't grow.
Oh, what?
So the way you said what? I know what's here. I know what's here. But let me tell you. So when I see this, I immediately start laughing, and I'm like, people don't listen. I said so many times to make it be about relationships. relationships. But then I'm thinking, okay, wait, that could be serious because, you know, our breast is like that's a sign of femininity, you know?
Right.
So, and that's your confidence. So you might be looking at that as, I think my breast not growing might affect my relationship, or it might affect the way that people look at me.
Right.
Yeah, or attract to me, or I'm just not confident in this. You know,
Same thing with butts, though. You know, like
Yeah.
fake booty, snatch
Talk about
waist,
it.
no stomach. It's not real.
Like, yeah, I don't look like that. Fuck.
I got the booty, but there's a belly too. It's a 2 for 1.
I got it all, baby.
I definitely have it all.
It's a 2 for 1.
So because of that one, and I'm just going to say that was CeCe, but I have a new one. So I think I'm kind of judging this. So I think the new one is.
Hold on, can I comment on this one really quick?
Yes.
There's a book by Judy Blume. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like Judy Blume is a white author, and it's like from when we were younger, and it's a popular book that a lot of kids read. And then she's praying in the book all the time, like, I must increase my bust, because she wants boobs to make her more feminine, to make guys want her. So it's very understandable. I really couldn't see why someone would say that and equate that to, like, with relationships and, you know, wanting to feel more feminine, wanting to feel more empowered. Like, because some people believe that the more curves you have, the more empowered you are, as far as, like,
the more
you get more attention.
Yeah, you get more attention.
You get more likes.
More compliments.
More likes, more compliments. All that equates to, like, beauty and, like, you know. Yeah.
So the one that I got sent 3 hours ago that I think replaces that is, the thought of being in a relationship makes me nervous or anxious.
Definitely. If you've been broken, you're going to be a lot more scared about diving in head first into the next relationship. You're going to be cautious. Like, if you fall off a bike, you're not going to just get on the bike again and, like, room, like a normal person would. Like, no, you fell off the bike, so you get back on, you're pedaling slow.
You know, to be more careful.
You're scared to take turns. Like, okay, I'm going to drive straight, but I don't want to turn this way. Like, you're going to be a lot more cautious, so I can see the fear.
Yeah, I mean, if you skinned your knee, it's like you're going to be apprehensive to even get on the bike again for a while. You're like,
definitely,
right,
My feelings was hurt.
And I think that that's something that a lot of people can relate to, like, no matter, like, it's generational,
right?
Like, you know, that they just transcends with everyone. So then another one,
we're not saying who we think said what.
Oh, who do y'all think said those two? Because I'm thinking those two are together. So do y'all want to say?
You made it a little biased though, so now I'm saying CeCe because
I'm gonna say CeCe too.
Okay, how about this?
Let's
cut them off. Let's cut them.
You feel like I said both of us?
Yeah. No, the second one.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Let's cut it. So who do y'all think said that the breast one?
CeCe.
Kristina.
Oh, because I got no titties.
Kristina, Tiara, or Jania. I don't know. But I don't know.
I'm gonna say for the breast one, I'm gonna say CeCe. And for the second one,
the thoughts of being in a relationship makes me nervous or anxious.
No, the second one I feel like it's T, because I don't know. Like, I just
Okay. Naya, do you have a guess on the second one?
Hold on, why you think it's me, Kristina?
I think it might be Tiara.
That's what I said, because I, like, based on everything that you've been telling us, it's like, I just
know
like,
me.
Yeah.
I think because
I
think because we were talking about it so much before we went, you know, start the podcast, that Sierra realized that she was not supposed to send that, and then she said,
That's why you think
that's what I think is CeCe. That's why I think both of them are CeCe. But we'll figure it out. So the next one that I have is, I dated someone that I didn't have feelings for, but everyone thought we were cute together.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's Chris.
Wow.
That's Kristina, in my opinion. Okay, she rolled her eyes. Maybe it's not Kristina. But you know what? I don't feel like any of us are vain. I don't know
who that was, but I think that's a common issue. People post pictures on social media. They have matching shirts, matching outfits, or they might just look cute together, like just in a vanity type of view. But you don't know what's going on in that relationship. You don't know
how the person's being treated.
You know, stuff might be off. They might have liked each other at first, but stuff can go really left. Just as far as you realize you're not really compatible with that person, and you don't have to be compatible with the person like they're the same as you. I think a lot of times when we're the same as somebody, it does create a little friction because they're too like you, but you're not different enough and the same enough to be able to communicate effectively or like understand each other's positions. So that's interesting. I love what was sent in. I don't really know who it was.
Okay, so I feel like there was definitely whichever one sent it, I think it was a younger version of us, because I think that we're all at that point now. We're just like, I don't care if somebody think that.
I'm gonna say Jania.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I think it's Jania.
But you know what? I'm not even. That's what I was about to say before Jania went her rant. Before I was gonna say, I think that we're not vain, but I know Jania in high school, bro, and Jania. But I'm trying to think of the people that she dated. I feel like she genuinely liked all those people.
Somebody that's deep enough.
Right, relax.
I feel like it was Jania too. I never really knew her like in high school.
Like two people in high school, so y'all doing a lot right now. But
I'll say Jania too, because everybody else said Jania.
I'm going with Chris, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm going with Jania.
I'm going with
All right, you ain't got nobody else to pick.
I think it was Kristina.
So we gotta hurry up. But the last one that we're gonna do the last one there is I never said I love you first. Definitely Tiara.
How y'all know it's me?
I just believe it's you.
Why?
I never said I love you first.
I just believe it's Tiara.
There's no reason.
I don't have one.
Kristina.
It's like
I can't hear her, huh?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
I feel like it's Tiara because I feel like Tiara loves hard, but at the same time, you're a little bit like, I don't want to say stubborn, that's not the right word, but I feel like you might not want to be inclined to say that word until you know the other person feels the same way about you, because you know that you love so hard. So it's like, let me not fall this deeply for this person or say all this, expose all this if they don't feel the same way. So I feel like even if you was deeply in love with somebody, I feel like you might be the type to wait for someone else to say it first, just because you just want to hear it. Even though you know you love them, you might want to hear it from them first so you can confirm it first before you let them know that you love them too. But you probably loved them way before they loved you. Right. But you just need to hear them say it so you can know that y'all on the same accord and they're not just saying it back to you. Right. Not like, I'm going to just say it back, so you need to hear them say it. So I feel like it was you.
Okay. Well, I feel like it was CeCe because I feel like, I don't know, I haven't got to know you like that, but like I feel like that would be you. Yeah. Like you would expect that one person to just say I love you first. So, I don't know. I feel like it's you.
I don't know. I'm gonna kind of break the rules.
I think CeCe my second guess.
I'm gonna break the rules because I don't think that's uncommon for a woman. And I'm gonna break the rules, and I'm just gonna reveal that it's not me, but I definitely could identify with that statement. Like, I never told anyone I love him first. That's just not me. I'm not about to do that. Like, I don't even tell. I don't even tell my.
But sometimes people slip up and like say it. You just
never,
like so passionate.
Never.
So
you know, me and one of my boyfriends, we used to say I like you instead of I love you, just because it was just too far. It wasn't even a year into the relationship, and I don't want to say that too soon. Before, I don't know, but if we don't last, I don't want to say that.
When I was told it though, I didn't believe it. When I was told that, I was just like, I mean, I did say it back, not gonna lie. But I was just like, in my heart, I'm just like, yeah, you lying.
I personally feel like in order to say that first, you have to have such a vulnerability to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to be so vulnerable. Like, it takes a lot of guts and a lot of vulnerability to say it first. And that is like,
it's not my thing.
I'm not really that type of person.
All right.
Yeah, so let's get...
Okay, so let's reveal who said what. So, Jania, what did you say?
Why are you starting with me?
Okay.
Just go with the first statement.
Okay. The first statement was, I don't know the first statement because I didn't read it in order. So, who said the thought of being in a relationship makes me nervous or anxious?
I said that. I said the thought of being in a relationship.
Oh, I was right.
Nervous or anxious.
That was the 3 hours ago one. So, who said that I never said I love you first? So what?
I was right. Yeah.
I was right too.
Oh, you did.
I feel like I had all y'all. If there's no conversation about becoming a boyfriend or girlfriend, y'all not together.
I said that.
Yeah, definitely. I used to cry because my breasts wouldn't grow. Reveal yourself, Sierra.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you?
No, it wasn't.
Who was it?
My breasts have been big this whole time.
I forgot. I was in the bathroom.
As soon as they started growing, they haven't stopped.
I was like, Sierra had big breasts in middle school. No, like, for real.
Kristina?
No, I didn't say that.
Who said that?
Sierra?
That was me. And I promise you, like, I wasn't even thinking deep at all. Hold on. But look, and also, in all seriousness though, like the group chat just goes up a little bit too much that like I was thinking that we just sent something random in that like people wouldn't guess. And I really never had breasts until like 10th, 11th grade. Like they really did not come in, and I used to literally cry in middle school because my friends were getting their periods and like had boobs and stuff. I did not have that. Like I used to be like, gee, like what's wrong with me? I look like a little boy, you know? But like, yeah, I didn't think too deep into it, but I'm glad that we have mature responses to that.
I didn't think too deep into it at first either. Like, really, when you said, I didn't know they were going to be based on the topic, because then you say make it related to the topic.
Who said that? Okay, I said that I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not mentally ready. And we could talk about that later, and then who said that they dated someone that they didn't have feelings for? So basically, that's the game. We'll do that before every segment. I mean, every discussion topic, I should say. We'll just have a little game, and you could get to know us a little bit more through that. And thank you.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay, y'all. So let's get into our next segment, which is our topic for the podcast. And today we are talking about talking versus dating versus relationships, and are those interconnected in some type of way, because we all have different opinions on those things.
Snap.
So
I think it's important though, before we like even get into it, to say what our relationship status is. So are y'all single, taken, or entangled? Word to Jada.
All right, let's start with CeCe. Go ahead.
I'm single and I get tangled from time to time.
T?
You know, I'm really just a serial dater right now. A little entanglements, you know, here and there. But as of right now, I'm just kind of having my fun and having it my way. Because why not?
Why not, Chris?
All right, y'all. Well, I'm 7 years taken, like I said in my intro. I'm happy though, guys.
That's all that matters.
A whole family out here.
I'm a mom. I'm a mother.
What's up with you, Jania?
Right.
I am definitely single and ready to mingle. I feel like I've elevated in a position in my life right now where like I gotta forget the past, like give the past for a reason. So at this point, like what's new? What's popping? Like,
all right.
Let's see.
Where the hood niggas at?
Oh my God. And for myself,
I'm just playing.
And for myself, I'm definitely single. Like I said, I'm not mentally prepared for that yet. I mean, because it's like, I wanted to talk about this in the last segment. There's like different stages of being mentally prepared. So like for me, first I had to get out that stage of, okay, I need to learn how to love myself. And then I need to learn how to accept love. And I need to learn how to give love. So I got past that. And then I had to do just see what I like, you know, because I used to be the type of person that was like, okay, if I find you attractive and I like your personality, then it's like, okay, then we can work out everything later. And no, hell no, that's not how it works. Like, you know, you have certain things that you will literally not respect the person for because they don't have, or they're not that type of person, you know?
Different communication
Exactly.
styles.
Exactly.
Different love languages. It's just so much more than attraction and personality.
Exactly.
And I realize that.
And now I'm at the point where, okay, I'm in my bag so much, like, and I'm doing my own thing so much. I don't know if I'm mentally
really need it.
Exactly. Not even now. I don't need
You're
them.
just really deep in your bag,
Or
to the point where
wanna.
you're like,
I can't even focus on you.
I have
right
so
now.
much other stuff going on. You have to really be like cold and come around and just sweep me off my feet for me to be like, you know,
have to preach.
and that's the thing. And I don't want to interrupt. Were you done?
No, you're good, girl.
And that's the thing. Is like, you know, I've been single a while now, and I feel like what I did personally was like come up with a list of my 5 non-negotiables, like, because I saw that somewhere. And of course, like, you know, everybody's will be different, but I feel like mine has to be like a man of faith. You know, you have to believe in God. You have to have a job, or, you know, goals. You have to be respectful towards me, never disrespect me. You need to be family oriented and want a family. You know. And just somebody that's romantic, you know, wants to court me and wants to make me feel special. So it's like, once I made that list, it's kind of like a checklist. Like, you know, like I said, I'm serial dating right now. And so, you know, like different things about different people. And somebody might have 3 off the checklist, or 4, you know, this and that. And of course, nobody will ever be perfect, but it really feels good to know what I want and to go in with like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Because I feel like for so long I was kind of lost and stuck on physical attraction, or like we were intimate already, you know, like that kind of just blocks you from like even focusing on who is this person in front of me, you know? though.
Not
I
to,
feel like
You raise your
Go ahead,
standards.
comment on what T said. I know that a lot of people have like timelines, and they've been saying there's been an ongoing debate about how like checklists sometimes like is it too much? Is it this? But for us personally, I feel like we're all under 25, and my personal opinion is my checklist is my checklist. Now maybe if I get to 30 and I'm still single, I might be like, okay, maybe I need to reevaluate.
yeah.
Mhm.
But at this point, I'm 23 and I'm not settling for nothing less than my checklist. If you don't check a box, good night, goodbye.
But I think it's important to include that I don't feel like our checklist, because I feel like I know you all very well, is that specific. Because the problem with checklists are you like, oh, he has to be 6'4", got to make 100-something thousand dollars, and that's the thing. So I feel like that's why we can say you have to meet every box, because what I'm asking you for is something very general, broad.
You know what I mean? Like, and if I say hardworking,
simple character trait.
right?
Yes.
Hardworking. I'm not saying you have to make over 100K or 6 figures or whatever. I'm saying that you need to go to work and you need to want to like be some type of a provider. You know what I'm saying?
Do
Have
it for yourself and be
Yeah.
able to.
Serious ambition with action behind it, not just
It's
dreams
not
that you're
exactly.
talking about. You're moving with it. You have serious ambition.
Yep. And don't get me wrong, some women are petty like that and so vain. Like he has to be 6'4".
Well, I mean, because I have tall friends, and my tall friends want other tall niggas or other
that's
tall
like
boyfriends.
me, like, no, this nigga has to be 6'3",
Yes.
and
No, I'm
5'2".
5'4".
I mean, like,
Anyhow, 5'5" is taller than me, so I'm ready and willing for anything.
Oh my god!
So to put me personally, I've always liked tall dudes, even though not like taller than me, but tall dudes. But I feel like that's not something I'll put on my checklist. Like, I mean, the perfect dude for me. Dang, he's 5'9". I gotta check him off. But
so let's say that you meet a man and this man is 5'4" and he has everything else on your checklist. But you know,
5'4" is good for me. I'm 5'2".
But maybe that's not you. Just I feel like I do want to be attracted to the person that I'm dating. If I'm not attracted to him, then I'm not gonna want to be with him, and I'm gonna want to be with other guys. Period. And I don't want to be that person. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. Yeah. I'm just saying like. To eliminate that, but I do have the attraction has to be there.
That's the first thing, though.
What?
Like you have to be attracted to that person, and then
but that's your first impression.
Yes,
yeah, that's your first impression. So
yes, I do look at if I'm attracted to him. I mean, yeah.
Okay. I also feel like though sometimes attraction can grow because like I feel like I've met people where like off back I was like I don't know, and then like he's funny as hell, like he's romantic and sweet, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, all right, well that 6 turned into like an 8, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? Even though physically, like, you know, it wasn't there initially, but like once we get that like connection,
and then the more you like someone, the more you do think they look better. Exactly. Because a couple of people,
look, you put a name drop, like,
not gonna name drop. That is true. But I mean. There are guys that I look back at now, and I'll be just like, "What the fuck was I thinking? Like, boy, you weren't even that." No.
Yeah. To be honest, like the people that I've actually like dated, I wasn't like attracted to them like off bat. So that's so true.
Yeah, once you get that like connection or like trust, you know what I mean? Like everything changes. I'm not saying that I would date somebody that's 5'4", but like I feel like if you have a lot of what I'm looking for, I feel like at this point, given that like I've had some unpleasant experiences with dating and things like that, I feel like I'm just a little bit more humbled, and like I feel like I wouldn't just X you out off back, you know what I mean? But you're not my go-to.
And we're still young, we're still experimenting.
I say that wasn't like I'm so discriminatory. Like, I never not talked to him because he was 5'4". He was 5'4", but obviously we didn't work out.
So to reroute us a bit, because we're talking about
height and attraction.
I know. We're talking about dating versus talking. So what are those phases, and what do you guys feel like those stages like? Are they like real stages? Do you believe in them, or just like, no, I'm talking to you, I'm with you? Like, what is it?
Right. So I'm gonna go first. This is Tia. I'm gonna say that I don't think that talking is really a real thing. Like, I'm not gonna say that I never use that term. Like, I used to talk to him or whatever. But I feel like as I got older and matured a little bit, I feel like that's something that like us as millennials have created to like cover up or beautify a situation shit. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause talking, if you think about it, we're doing my experiences with talking. We do everything, baby, under the sun. I'm your girl without being your girl. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We're going on dates. We're intimate with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're spending night together. Cuddle, I wake up to you every day, but we're just talking. We're not together. So, ultimately, I can't trip on what you do. You know, because you would always hit me with that. So, I think...
And I'm still tripping on what you do.
Right, anyway.
Period.
Right, but so, I think that talking really isn't a real thing, and I really hate to, like, say that now. What I say more so is dating. And to me, dating is us going out on dates, us getting to know each other and doing different things to get to know each other. And that's not, I think some people think that dating means we're like in a relationship, and I think that that's different. You know what I mean?
I think it's different too.
I agree with T, and I feel like some dude somewhere in his bedroom made up talking because he didn't want to have to take a girl on a date. I feel like some dude somewhere made it up. I feel like Drake said it perfectly when he said we live in a generation of not being in love and not being together, but we sure make it feel like we're together.
Oh God,
we're scared to see exactly.
Like literally. And I'm gonna be like a little, I don't know, maybe I'm biased. I'm a female, so I'm gonna throw it on the guys because I feel like females are a little different than guys. But I feel like for us personally, like I feel like guys love this talking thing. I don't feel like it's something that females created. I don't feel like females like, oh yeah, I'm talking to this dude. I feel like females really like a dude and just like, oh, I'm talking to her.
Because
I agree, but I know some girls that want to talk.
I agree to the first part.
Okay, let me just both ways. I feel like people start talking to someone, and then they build this relationship. They've been going on dates, they've been hanging out, and then we see them talking to someone else, and we're like, well, we never defined this.
Right.
We're still talking.
We're not together.
I feel like it's made up, and I feel like it's an excuse for the future. I want to be with you. I'm not talking to other dudes. So if you're talking to another girl and talking to me, you're not looking towards the future. What are you looking towards? It's people that say we've been talking for 2 years. Something's off with that.
And a nigga would talk you to death. No. Baby, no.
Sorry. Irritating. Okay, but going back to like what you said about niggas would talk you to death for like 2 years. Me personally, if we're not in a relationship by a certain amount of time, and to me, I really don't know what that time limit is for me, but as sooner or later, I will get to a point where I will start talking to other men, and what we got going on is just whatever it's been for the past 2 years. I'm not gonna, what am I thinking? I'm not gonna hold on to wanting to be in a relationship. Not that I ever, and my thing is I really not even sure if I ever have intentions on being in a relationship. So that's also for me personally.
Because sometimes you're talking because you don't want a relationship. You want the company.
And I'm comfortable with talking to other guys because they're all my boyfriends. They're all taking me out to eat. They're all
you're having fun with all of them.
Yeah, I'm doing it with all of them.
I'm
tangling with all of them. The majority of them. I mean, but still, like, they're still taking me out to eat. They're still treating me like I'm their girlfriend. I see them a lot. We talk throughout the day. Some of them. But still, it's just for me, I'm comfortable with that for now. But that is because I also don't know what I want, but I'm okay with not knowing what I want because I'm also working on myself and trying to get my life in order to the point where I really just don't want that distraction of a relationship right now. And relationships can be a distraction.
So, Chris, as a person that has been literally in a relationship for 7 years. What do you think about this talking versus dating stuff?
Oh, well, I don't know, because, like, right now, like, everybody have different opinions in talking and dating. Like, back then, before I even was in a relationship, like, began this relationship with the person I'm with now, I was, already dating people, too. Yeah. I was dating other people, and I was always that person who's like, okay, I really want to be with you. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm always that person who's like, I need to be in a relationship.
But do you feel like there's a difference between talking and dating?
Yes. I feel like talking is more like, okay, we're just getting to know each other.
Yeah, I don't think
I feel like dating is like, I feel like dating is more like, okay, yeah, we're
in a relationship.
Like, yeah, in a relationship.
So it's just you two exclusive
dating to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, for me, dating is dating. I'm dating multiple people. I'm getting to know multiple people, getting to see who I get along with. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I can't lock myself down to one person. Makes me anxious.
For me, this is the stages for me. It's like talking, okay, then dating, then in a relationship, then propose to, well, engaged, and then marriage.
Right. So what you say? Talking,
dating, in a relationship,
proposal,
engaged.
marriage.
Okay, so what are you doing during the talking phase?
Texting. That's it.
Okay, because that's you.
That's me, but that's me because I
you.
look at sex differently. I look at relationships differently. Like, I don't know. I put like extreme value. Like, I don't take it lightly. You know, like some people, like, they have fun with it. I'm like, of course that's the goal, to have fun, but I'm thinking like long term. Like, I'm super serious, which I don't like about myself, but yeah.
No, I mean, you know what you want. That's all. I don't know what I want.
I don't label texting. I feel like that's just like we're just
and that's
communicate. You know what I mean? Like, it's
not a waste of time. But if you're just texting me and not trying to make any action, not putting no action behind it, not trying to pop out or nothing, then texting really is just going to die down. Asking me how my day was is nice, and I do appreciate that. But if that's all you're giving me, then where are we really going to go with it? Just texting back and forth constantly?
So, as far as the talking stage, how long do you guys think that should last?
The talking stage?
Should last or can last?
Consider the talking stage. Like, you're not together, you're not in a relationship. I guess if you're just, like, to most of us, we consider it dating.
Does it
Because I
depend?
feel like our generation made we kind of like made the talking and dating two different stages, but they're basically the same thing. So
to you,
to you, baby.
To me too.
So how long should you talk? Are you dating a person? Are you in a relationship?
No.
I said that?
No. We were
Kristina said if she's dating a person, she's in a relationship.
Yeah, I said that.
I said if I'm dating a person, I'm in a relationship with multiple people. Because I'm dating multiple people, but not in a relationship. But
I don't think it has a time. I think it's the moment you start crossing boundaries. So it's like saying, how long should you be in a relationship before you get engaged, or how long should you be engaged before you get married? I mean, we theoretically put timestamps on it, but it doesn't have a time. The moment that you say, "I'm your girlfriend,"
but she's saying
we're not talking anymore.
She's saying how long
are you going to accept talking?
So I feel like nobody can have a specific number, but I also like, and I think CeCe touched on it, was like after a certain amount of time.
If it doesn't happen, then
right. And so that's my thing, is like, I'm all about moving with intent. I want to know, like, you have intentions on making me your girl. You have intentions on furthering this connection or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, if we, like I said, I don't talk to people. I feel like if we're dating, and we're going out on dates and we're doing different things to get to know each other. But I would do that. I feel like, I mean, after a few months, I feel like people know. After a while, people know
if you want to be with them or
exactly.
not.
Don't let no man talk to you for a whole year and not.
I've been talking to like 2 years now.
Oh my god!
And we're just now getting to the point.
Somebody for like a year or 2 years, at that point, like, because I agree with you, T. Like,
because we're not going nowhere.
To be waiting for a commitment.
Yeah,
especially when you have options, you have other people that want to move forward. You know what I mean?
Want a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about people that don't want a commitment.
Right.
If you don't want a commitment, I can see why you would think that it was okay. But like, if you do want a commitment.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to. So.
Yeah, I would just say, like, after a few months, men know. You know, like back in the day, people, your great-great saw your great-great, met her at the market and knew from the moment he met her, that's going to be my wife or whatever. You know, one conversation and he's ready to engage, you know, propose to her. Not saying that, like, their marriage was picture perfect or squeaky clean, but it doesn't take that long to know, you know what I'm saying?
You want somebody in your life.
Exactly.
So I'm really glad that T touched on that, because we're talking about different relationships and different generations and how they dealt with being in a relationship. So I did some research, and basically I read all these articles, and I can't I can't tag what articles they were because they were like in passing. But basically they were saying that, you know, we went from a generation with the boomers and courting to millennials and talking, and now they were talking about how technology has this impact on our relationships because it makes people more accessible and it makes people more disposable as well. So what do you guys think about that?
I feel like, say it again.
So that technology, the impact that technology has, because you got to think, in those older relationships that we talk about with our greats and our grandparents, that technology did not exist. That wasn't there for that.
And usually they know each other because they were living in a small town. It wasn't like big city living.
I mean, it definitely technology has a major factor in like how relationships start now, and
because I could go to a guy's page. Never mind. I could go to the comments.
I think your question was, does technology make relationships more disposable or people more disposable?
No, it wasn't even a question. It was, what do you feel like the impact that technology has on dating or just being in a relationship?
Well, I think that it makes people in relationships more disposable. We see so many options. We see, you know, we scrolling down our TL. We see he fine too. He liked my picture. He slid in my DM. So it's just like we have all these. Not saying that like back in the day they didn't cheat and you know things like that, but I feel like nowadays things are just so blatantly in our face, and you know,
and it's so easier to see what a guy is doing on social media.
Right.
So you're like, I don't like that, or who he with, what he doing,
right?
What the fuck?
I think it's interesting that none of you all said, because I was hoping that you get to that, was that technology makes you talk to more people. Like you get in that talking stage with a lot of more people.
Well, I didn't really say that, but
my own experience. That's why I didn't comment on that, because I feel like most of my relationships that I have been in, I don't think I've ever started a relationship on social media. I don't think I've ever
but not from somebody that just DM'd you.
Yeah,
I've never, and I know people are successful with that, but I've never started a relationship off of a DM. I never met no dude that I've talked to, dated. I've met them all in person, so that's just not my experience personally.
Now I've met guys that I've talked to guys that I've talked to. I've met through social media. Has it ever been anything serious? Not that I can think of. No.
Well,
but
go ahead.
But then people also use like dating sites.
Like
that's so common nowadays.
But I prefer. It's funny because I do prefer to meet people in person versus a dating site.
Right. I understand what you guys are saying, but I'm thinking about like my experience like when I was away at school at Howard, and like you will see people on campus, but like that's how they interact with you through social media, like, you know, like that's how they felt comfortable enough to talk to you.
But you see them in person, though. You still see that person in person.
But I feel like if the technology is a crutch for you to talk to them, because without the technology, I don't know. I
feel like some people.
For me, it was a whole different experience. I feel like it took me to a different situation because I felt like the weird one, the oddball out, because I feel like a lot of guys on campus moved really fast. It was like, you know, we're independent. You don't live with your parents' care, like no more. Like, hey, I like you. Like they text you, what you doing? Hey, come to my dorm, let's watch a movie. And I felt like, well, I just met you. Why would I want to come to your dorm? And they were looking like, well, so and so, like in their mind, not that they said this to me, but they're like, well, so and so came to my dorm. This girl came to my dorm. Like, why you gotta be extra? Like, I was just a different type of female. I felt a different type of way. I was raised a little differently. That it was just like off guard to a lot of people, but I feel like maybe other people felt differently. I don't know if anyone had that experience.
I was inviting guys to my dorm.
Yeah.
But you know, I never really went to theirs like that. I only went to maybe 2 guys' dorms throughout my college career. But when I lived downtown Chicago, I had my own apartment. I had my boyfriends coming through there. When I went to Carbondale, they were coming to my dorm just because I did feel comfortable that way versus me being at theirs. But did everybody get to come to my room? No, because I'm still picky.
Pick
the wrong niggas, but still picky.
If that's your boyfriend, to me that was different. There was this one dude. One day he had to use the bathroom so badly, so Cal, let you go in my room. He came in my room with the way your roommate's not here. And I was like, no. He was like, so why would we be in the study room? I'm like, well, why would we be in my room? Like, I just met you. I'm not trying to sit on it. Like, what's the point? There's like a chair at my desk, but like, it'd be so awkward for you to sit at my desk and be on my bed. I'm just like, how is that me getting to know you? So yeah, we're going to be in the study room. On the couch, I'm on one side, you're on the other. Like, but I guess people just see it differently. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, nah.
So I read that, and then I also read about how, and we don't have to get into this, but like how social media has caused like a lack of intimate relationships and getting to know people beyond social media. And then they also talked about like how the music plays a significant role. Like, you know, we're in the era of City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion and stuff like that. And it influences the way like we perceive men and the type of men that we want and things like that.
Men have been doing that for decades.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like they don't even know how to handle that now. They're like, oh, there's some rats. And y'all been doing it for decades. Like, what's the issue? You know?
Exactly. Don't be mad. Men don't like when females do what they do.
When we demand what we want.
You know? I'm sorry. Spit it out.
I think that what did you say before the music thing?
that it's a lack of intimate relationship.
Yeah, I think that with social media, it causes more of a facade, like how people say, like, you were in a cute couple and it just looked cute. Y'all got hella likes on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
For their likes.
It's just for the clout. And now think about it, in this day and age, YouTube couples make hella bread.
And they be fake.
They don't even be together.
Yeah.
Or they be miserable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're getting millions on their videos and they're getting that.
And I really don't like the fact that social media made that a thing, because why are we really wasting our time watching couples play pranks on each other, stupid little pranks that they already it's so scripted.
But
and
my
fake
little cousins
and
do.
I'd rather watch Love and Hip Hop.
And you know what? These perceptions that is being shown, I think is real interesting, because literally, I kid you not, my 7-year-old cousin, like I forgot who the couple was, but she wanted to watch them. I'm like, girl, who told you to watch this? And she's like, oh, my sister, because her sister is 16, so she watches it with her. Right. So it's just like, dang, like, I don't even want you thinking like this is the type of relationship that you need to have, or this is how things
I do feel like Love and Hip Hop doesn't portray, and it's not because Love and Hip Hop's fault, but it doesn't provide a good example of Black love. Not at all. And that does play a role in
even movies and like
in real life.
Yeah. I feel like it's very seldom that you see a movie with like, or a show with healthy Black love. Yes. I mean, like, it's always got to be a situationship where we've been through hell and back, and now we're here and I'm wifey, you know. And that's and I hate that.
I can't do
Why
that.
do I have to go through hell? Right. Give me my
just love me now.
So then how do you guys feel about marriage? Because they also said that marriage is going extinct.
I want to get married. I do. I'm a little rough on the outside, but I do love to love on the inside. I would love to get married. I would love to have a family, a happy family. Yeah.
I mean, I also agree. I believe in marriage. I feel like I've never seen a healthy marriage up close, personally, you know what I mean? But I also believe that it's out there, and I think that just with continuing to heal myself and like manifesting that, like, I know that I will get that one day. You know, I just try speaking into existence.
Well, I believe in marriage. I'm gonna get married. I just feel like as being in a relationship, being in a relationship for like 7 years, we've been around married people, so we know what to expect. We've been together for 7 years, so we've had, troublesome, all of that. So I just feel like we're ready to take that next step. So
that's who you want to be with for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I personally feel like I believe in marriage. I definitely stopped talking to a dude or stopped dealing with a guy because he told me he didn't want to get married. So, like T talked about earlier, her 5 things, I think that was a deal breaker for me. Just him not believing in marriage, I was like, okay, so what else do we have to talk about? Because I know that's where I want to be at one day. Right. I want to be at marriage and kids. And you want me to pop out babies for you, but I'm not popping out no babies for you if I don't have no ring on.
Period. Because I don't know, you ain't gonna baby mama me.
I think that marriage is something that I believe in based off of my Christian faith. I was raised in the church. I'm a preacher's kid. I feel like it's a deal breaker. And if you don't want to marry me, I'm not giving you no babies. We're not living together. We're not going to cohabitate. Like, I want marriage. That's my goal.
Yeah.
If you're not with it, then I'm not with you.
I definitely agree. Like, I've always said I would not have a kid unless I'm married. And I really feel that way. It's going to be, hell is freezing over if I really have a kid without being married.
No prenups.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's another topic. But
period.
But yeah, so marriage is definitely important to me. But I will not I'm the type of person that, the people that get proposed to and they be turning it down, they be like, no. Like, I will not say that I will marry you if I feel like we're not ready for marriage. That's just one thing I'm just not about. I want to get married. I really want that. But if I'm not ready for it and I feel like we're not ready for that as a unit, it ain't happening.
I feel like the man that wants to marry me will know if I'm ready to be married to him or not. And
you'll get that vibe.
And I don't necessarily have to be married to have a baby by you. We just have to know that this is what we want to be together for the rest of our lives. And then I'll have a baby. But if that's not if your intention is not to be with me eventually forever, then no, I can't give you no baby. I'll be.
And for me personally, I feel like when I say no prenups, don't be in the comments like, oh, she a gold digger. I plan to be making 7 figures in 10 years by the time I'm 33. So when I say no prenups, that's on both sides. I wouldn't give you one. I don't want you to give me one.
We trust each other. We love each other, right?
That means you envision us separating at one point where you have
Exactly.
to worry about that. Then we need to get married. Are you
Boy,
dumb?
fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe in prenup because I feel like
You want prenup?
I want my money and you can have your money. Like I'm the type of person like when I'm done, I don't want nothing from
when
you, bro.
you're married,
I don't care. I'm just,
okay.
Listen, I will give. Listen, I've dated people and they have left things at my house. They have brought me gifts. I returned it all. I don't want nothing from you.
I burn every single thing a man gives me.
I don't want
I'm
nothing.
keeping that shit. I'm gonna wear that shit every day.
Nah.
It was a gift. Period.
No, I'm burning that
I'm
shit.
not getting married to nobody I can't work something but I can't compromise with. I feel like there should be, if we get married, like we in it for the long haul. So why are we prenuping if we're gonna be together forever?
Right.
Because I feel like that's sticking with your heart.
Compromise. We've learned to.
That's the point of marriage. That's the point of love. Is speaking with your heart.
Why are we predicting what will happen if we did?
Because stuff happens. Things change. Like in life, things happen that changes a person. Like for instance, I know somebody, they lost a child. And that broke their marriage so much that they're divorced now. And it was a messy money situation because of that. And I think you know what? I'm a Capricorn. So I'm always going to think about the bag. I work so hard for the bag. I'm going to protect my bag at all
I'm a Capricorn too.
And you protect yours. But we've been talking too much about this topic. We got to keep it moving. All right. We got to keep it moving. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So our next segment is called Table Tea with Tea. And so because this is our first podcast, I'm going to introduce the idea to you guys just so you guys know what to expect for our next podcast. So Table Tea with Tea is an opportunity for us to connect with you guys. We want you guys to feel like you guys have a voice on this show and that you guys are a part of the team because you guys mean so much to us. So this segment is to provide our viewers with sisterly advice, encouragement, constructive criticism. We may even pray for you if needed. And so what you can do is send in any situation, stories, or opinions that you would like for us to address on our show. And just so you know, we are never here to shade you guys. We are here to guide you and spread genuine love and encouragement because we're genuine people.
I'm going to talk about you.
Yeah, please say something juicy though. Like I want to know.
Send us the tea.
Yes.
Send us things that we would love to talk about and things that will entertain us, but you
Also
know,
entertain them.
Right,
Yeah.
of course. And just know that we will always, always, always keep your identity anonymous.
Yes.
So even if I will give you guys our email and our IG page, you guys can send us things if you would like. But just know that even if you send it with your name on there, know that we would never say that on our podcast. And everything will be anonymous for sure. So if you would like to send something in, you can email us at asatt2020@gmail.com. Again, that's asatt2020@gmail.com. And if you don't want to email, you can also DM us on Instagram. Our IG is A Seat at the Table 5. Everything is spelled out regularly, so it's A Seat at the Table 5 on Instagram.
The 5 is not spelled out.
No, it's just literally the number 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we can't wait to hear from you guys, and we're excited, you know, to get to know you guys a little bit better as well as you guys can get to know us.
All right.
And so for our next segment, we are going to do our Black business shout out. We will do this every episode because we love to support Black businesses. We will always support our own.
Y'all hear about Beyonce?
What?
She's giving some money out.
Yeah,
to Black
$10,000
businesses.
grants.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
With
my
the
sis.
NAACP.
That's why it's good to support Black people
For
because
sure.
Black people give back to the community.
That's my sis. But
Hey, Naya, what's the biz?
So we are always going to do Black business shout outs with Naya. What's up, Naya?
Hey y'all, so our first Black business shout out is very close to home.
Woo, woo,
K&J Creations.
Too close. We at her home.
It's a mother and daughter crafting business that produces a multitude of custom products such as coffee cups, wooden pictures, t-shirts, cell phone cases, cannabis accessories, and many more. They do provide drop-offs in certain areas, and shipping is definitely available. This is a phenomenal It's a phenomenal company. So if you want more information, please go follow them on Instagram at K&J Creations 1. So it's K, the and sign, J, Creations, the number 1, on IG. Please go follow them and please support them, because when I say you want to, like, everything that they produce is bomb. Whatever you want, they got.
And I've seen them work personally, up close and personal. They work late hours, wee hours,
No
don't
sleep.
No sleep.
You know,
No sleep.
That's your
very,
baby.
very professional, reliable.
Everybody loves my trays.
Affordable.
I have a pretty
Affordable as well.
face.
Yeah.
If you haven't picked up on it, guys, it's me. It's my
And
business
they're
with mama.
very hip on current events and culture. So if you want any
Holiday shirts.
Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
all of that, they got you.
So Jania, for our next episode, can people like call in if they want? I mean, call in or reach out to us.
If you want your Black business promoted, definitally reach out to us.
Send us an email.
And it's
That
always
email. Again, that email is
Email.
It's ASATT2020@gmail.com. Or you can also DM us on Instagram, which is, again, a seat at the table 5 and the number 5, not spelled out. So it's a seat at the table 5 on Instagram. If you want us to feature you in our Black business shout out segment. Yay.
And it doesn't have to be you. If it's just a Black business that you know and you love to support, please let other people know so they can support it as well. So any Black business you know, whether it's yours, someone else's, please shout it out.
Definitely. And so for our final segment, guys, we are going to do our quote of the podcast. And we will always do our quote of the podcast with Kristina. She's going to end it with that sweet tea.
Yes, sweet tea. What's a sweet tea, y'all? So our quote of the podcast will be, your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. I will repeat that one more time.
Another one.
Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. Period.
If you don't love yourself,
Shut
no
up.
one else can love you.
Love yourself, girl, or nobody will. What J. Cole say?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know,
That's just the
and I feel like a lot of times, men or even women, I feel like we spoke a lot today about like women, you know what I mean? But we might have male listeners out there. But I feel like a lot of times your significant other can sense like when you're insecure, when you have these like quote unquote weaknesses, and they prey on that and throw it in your face. And, you know what I mean? Like it's like you're bleeding in water with a shark, and they sense that and attack you. You know, every time.
And that's exactly how they get to control you too.
And that's what narcissists do, is that they kind of
Social
realize,
worker over here.
look, you know, I'm gonna bring that social work, them theories, you know, but that's what narcissists do, is that they prey on those that are not sure of themselves and not headstrong, you know what I mean? And so it's important to hold yourself to a certain standard and know what you will and will not allow, and who you are and who you are not, and what you will accept and what you will not. And you know, it's just so important to put that out there so that people know how to treat
set those expectations and those
Exactly.
boundaries.
So you know
And
how to
it's
deal
not-
with me.
And it's not saying that having insecurities is necessarily a bad thing. We all have insecurities.
Of course.
You just really have to learn to love yourself, want to love yourself, and be treated respectfully in how you're supposed to be treated. Because if not, what's the point?
Definitely.
Sure.
And you know, if you don't love yourself, like you really do have a issue with loving other people too. So always get yourself together. I really feel like you should not be in a relationship if you don't have yourself together. Like you just gonna hurt the other person, you gonna hurt yourself. Like it's just gonna be too much.
And not all the way together, because people
all
can
the way
help you.
together.
No,
All
people
the way
can help.
together.
Being in a relationship can help you grow and become a better person. It's just all about the
But you can't
intention.
depend on the person
I don't
to
want
fix
that.
you.
Exactly.
It's not
You can't
depending on
build
the
me
person to fix you. It's being with a person can show you things about yourself
You
that you
learn.
may
Okay,
not
yeah,
have
that's
seen.
different.
Yeah.
But don't go in a relationship broken. I don't feel like that's fair. I do not want you if you come to me broken. I'm sorry. I moved past that. Like I'm not your mama. Go see a therapist. Work yourself out. Sit in that room by yourself. Think, pray, manifest, do whatever
It's
you
not
gotta
my
do.
job to be your emotional punching bag.
High five, team.
But
to fix you with love.
but I
Them
understand.
loving you, they can't fix you without love.
Right.
You have to love yourself. You can only fix yourself with love. You can't expect someone
But
else to do it.
I get what CeCe is saying though. Like you can't ever, like I was saying, you can't ever expect anybody to fix you. But sometimes when you're in really healthy and happy situations, you feel better. You know, your mental's better. You know what I mean? But
Definitely.
Definitely.
nobody can be your drug though. You know what I mean?
And you
So
need
that's-
people to lean on. You know, there's some situations that you definitely feel
It's the
better.
same reason why we have friends. It's just a
Exactly.
more intimate relationship.
Exactly.
So
you don't have to be 100% there to be in a relationship, but you can't be.
You have to be willing to do the work.
Well, I want to emphasize on that. I want to emphasize on that because, I mean, I kind of agree and disagree with you, Jazz, with like going into a relationship broken, because when I got into a relationship with, I'm going to just say his name. When I got into a relationship with Mark. He's going to sue you. Well, when I got into a relationship with Mark, I was going through a lot with, with my parents and all that stuff. And he was also going through a lot too. So, but we built our relationship. Yeah, we kind of healed each other. We did have some rough paths, but we worked on that together because I feel like that's how a relationship is for me. It's like you have to get to know each other too during that relationship.
I guess, and I get what you're saying. I guess we're more so thinking of more so like a person that's like emotionally like not good to you or mentally. It's one thing to like have that family. It's one thing to have that. It's one thing to have that family trauma, but it's like another thing when you're with somebody that's not right. They're not right mentally, and they're doing stuff to you. And I feel like you've always been a loving and caring person, and he probably has too. I don't know him as well, But I feel like when you have two good people, even though your situations might not be ideal, you can always work it out.
That's why it's always about it's about the intention of everyone. Some people don't have good intentions for you. Some people don't have good intentions for you. Some people only have good intentions for themselves and what you can do to make them feel better and not a give and take.
Definitely.
But that becomes an
They see a
issue.
good person, but they don't actually act that way. Like they see a good person, take advantage of that.
Exactly.
They take advantage of your goodness. Even though you're broken, they say, okay, this person's broken. They're a good person. Like, not like, how can I help them? Like, oh, I can use them. I can do this. They're a good person. They're going to be good to me. They're going to hold me down. They're going to do this. And they don't give it the same. They don't hold you down the same. They don't respect you the same. And that's the issue. Yeah,
and then, but it could get too much though, because I'm a loving person. I'm more giving than I am a person that likes to receive, But I just got to the point where it's just like, I'm not about to be pulling the teeth. I'm not about to be trying to make you get there if you don't want to be there. So it's all about, like you said, doing the work.
They have to be willing to do the work.
But do the work for yourself first.
You have to want to do the work
before you try to find somebody else.
You have to do your own work. There's work that you have to do, and then some work can be done only with another person there. I feel like, because there's just things that I can't see. There's things that I can't see when I'm alone versus when I'm in a relationship. Then I'll take a step back from the relationship and be like, oh, well, I'm kind of non-communicative. I can't really communicate that well. I need to take a step back and work on that and learn how to work with that and do better.
I agree.
So yeah.
I think that you guys, as you guys know, this is our first podcast, and I think that it has not been perfect, and we will get better with time. Like wine, I think that we are 5 very different women, but we're all very well spoken and very wise in our own different ways. And so we just really appreciate you guys sticking around and listening in on us. And just know that like we're gonna continue to bring you entertaining content, and that we will we really appreciate you guys' support. I'm sorry, so I'm having the background. So we just want to thank you guys, and we love you guys.
Constructive criticism is always welcome. Feedback is always welcome. Questions, comments, concerns.
Yep. You know our email, you know our IG, so do as you please.
Hit us up.
Right?
Baby.
Thank you for having us at the table.